huge section of this road behind me is simply gone, and I could see the home totally engulfed in flames. And I will say the water levels are still pretty high. This is a story that we've been talking about since it was just an idea back in October. The Beta Bridge behind me is still painted in remembrance of the 3 football players that were killed. Upon arrival, I did see that the flames were fully put out. The outbreak is now up to 12 cases. Yesterday, it was just 1. Waiting at the bus stop is getting even darker. By the end of 2026, the new VIA school will be nearly double the size of the current school building. Right where I'm standing is where a possible transmission tower could go, and in this case, moving companies. The entire country will be watching Virginia tomorrow. Now that the vote is happening, everyone is weighing in. Governor Spanberger has hit several milestones since taking office, but something that didn't happen was deciding a budget. Higher fuel costs could push people to switching to public transportation. Drivers at the intersections of Route 250, 240, and 680 will have a new way of getting around. Police Chief Kochis says it's not about politics. It's about getting guns off the streets. The snow, sleet, the wintry mix overall has just been coming down consistently. Now the real issue are these secondary roads just like this one behind me. With all the snow and ice we've seen this week, roads have been a slippery slope. With these chilling temperatures, it's going to be incredibly difficult. 2025 was a big year for the city of Charlottesville. According to court records, Maxwell Harrison Mandel is now facing roughly 50 indictments. Waymo faces new fallout over its self-driving taxis. The average property owner's real estate bills will go up. Right where I'm standing is where a possible transmission tower could go if the Joshua Falls to Yeet transmission line project were to move forward with 2 of its 3 proposed routes. The lifelong Fluvanna resident who lives here says it would destroy her property and way of life.
Our property is irreplaceable to us, in our opinion.
Taylor Ingersoll has lived in her home on the 40-acre lot for the last 6 years, and she says if a tower were to be on her family's property, it would be an eyesore.
I don't like the idea or thought of it being that close to our home and having to look at it. My husband and I would have a 165-foot tower on our property, in the middle of our property.
She also has concerns about potential health impacts, especially for her young child.
My 16-month-old daughter is more who I'm thinking about personally, and how her health could be affected by living that close to that high of a voltage line.
While Ingersoll says she would prefer the project not to move forward at all, she understands the need for reliable power in rural areas.
I do know that we do need improvement on our power grid, but I am just wondering if there is a better way that we can go about it.
And several of her neighbors have attended the Valley Link open houses to figure out alternatives, but says many of their questions still go unanswered.
I definitely know people have more questions than what they're giving out information-wise.
Her community has even brought in Fluvanna County Board of Supervisors Mike Goad to try and get the project rejected by the SEC. In Fluvanna County, I'm Pimm Dyar. 2025 was a big year for the city of Charlottesville, with Mayor Juan Diego Wade saying most was good, but there are areas to improve, and they have big plans for 2026.
2025 has been a really busy year.
From opening a new middle school,
that is a major investment that we've done, probably the biggest investment we've done over the last 30 or 40 years.
To experiencing disappointment.
We thought we had that Federal Executive Institute building. Unfortunately, it was given to us and then taken away.
And they're using problems from 2025 as motivation to make Charlottesville safer.
In 2025, we still had extensive issues with gunplay. We want to find other ways to for individuals in the community to address that.
But looking ahead, he says City Council is ready to have some tough conversations and work on some big projects, like addressing the housing crisis.
We've made a big investment of purchasing the place on Holiday Drive that now we need to move forward to working with our community partners to have the services.
And just a few weeks ago, the city voted not to move forward with the Flock license plate reader system, But he says they're working to find an alternative.
We have a work session that's going to be planned this spring to talk with the police department about what type of technology should be used.
While the city has many goals for the year, one of their big priorities is happening in just a few weeks.
This month, in January, is the process of our budget, which is really sets the guidance of what we do, where we spend our resources.
Mayor Wade also says he encourages community members to share their input at city council meetings so they can learn what's important to you. In the newsroom, Pimm Dyar, CBS 19 News.